Well, hello team, welcome back to Next Level JJ, and yes, we are back. Now today we're keeping it pretty simple. We're just going to quickly do a couple of minutes of Aimlabs. I was going to start earlier, but Twitch was acting up, so it's all about getting better. You know, one of those things Marathon has shown me is that I clearly don't know that much about extraction shooters, and it's clearly been a while since I've been able to shoot really good, and so using Aimlabs is a way to improve it. So the goal is simple. Every time I stream Marathon, I'm going to do a Aimlabs stream before that, and we work through it. I think the key thing that we discussed last time was that it simply makes it a little bit, you know, it's kind of a mind trick, because when you hear PvP steps, if you're not sweaty, you know, if you're not really good, then what happens is you start to panic a little bit, you get nervous. And then the moment that you need to shoot, there's a doubt, there's a concern, there's a, oh, and then you panic and you overreact. But also I think it's important to dial in mouse settings and things like that. And so yeah, Aimlab can just give you that little bit of confidence in the background and just make you be more proactive in the battle than reactive. And so yes, we're going to play a little bit of that. Now, of course, as always, if you want to hear more about me, my channel, find out how to connect with us on Discord, you know, our Marathon Discord's quite fun, but there's all kinds of other stuff, you know, Rocket League, Assetto Corsa, Evo, Digital Combat Simulator, you name it, they're all there. Head over to nextleveljj.com, everything's there. And then, of course, cool music as always. Stream beats by Harris Heller, just playing it out. Now, the stream for my marathon that's coming next, that starts in 20 minutes. So this is going to be a fairly quick one, maybe 10-15 minutes into this, and we'll turn it around. But again, I'm going to be doing this more often. Okay, cool. So shall we, without further ado, jump straight into old Aimlabs here. There we go. Cool. And yeah, pretty simple stuff. What I want to do is I just want to get into, you know, just a regular playlist. And so I guess this is the one we're going to be doing. So let's check it out. Oh, you got to download it. Now, just one thing, Aimlabs is free on Steam. You don't actually have to pay for it, which is really cool. And so, yeah, you can just fire it up. I think you get it on PlayStation. Not sure if you get it on Xbox or not, but go and check it out. It's definitely cool. And then you can pay for it, of course, and this is where all the analytics and things like that come in. But shall we just get into it? Are you sure? Yes, let's start from scratch. Cool, we're there, and I just want to see sound capture seems to be working. All right, let's go. Oh, why is my ADS not working? And see, this team is why we need to train on this shit. And yeah, that is a moon skin. I use the moon for a reason. Some of the tips that it gave me last time is it said that it seems like I'm trying to Jedi mind trick this shit and try to imagine where it's going to go next, and they say that's not the right way to do it. You need to react. Now, I guess that's a bit of Counter-Strike / Quake. You kind of know the stages, so you have an idea of where people will move to. All right. That was pretty freaking village, but regardless, we're in. Hey, by the way, we're trying out a new camera angle, so tell me what you think. You know, this whole side-on thing. I've seen other streamers do it, and yeah, I kind of like it. It's firstly, it makes you look at the game while you're streaming, but also you're kind of talking to somebody. It feels like, firstly, that straight-on view, I know, is a bit cringe, you know, as we evolve. But, you know, maybe this is my good side. I don't know. Maybe that's my good side. Who knows? Let's go. Okay, yeah, cool. So that was just that one in particular didn't have ADS. Aim down sights for those who wonder. Interesting. Oh, you just got to keep it on it. Interesting. You don't have to even pull the trigger. Cool. This is training for UESC bots. They seem to just come out of nowhere. I do want to do a stream that just focuses on mouse technique and setup. The way you hold it, what you're supposed to do from a sensitivity perspective, because I think I definitely run way too sensitive. And so my movement is a centimeter, maybe two left to right. And I've seen really good players, they're doing maybe triple that. You know, I've seen some people have it even more extreme, where it's like, holy shit, they're shifting right across. Another thing is this thing gives you a cramp very quickly, man. That's crazy. Anyways, cheers. Bit of sugar, honey iced tea. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, we'll figure out what happens here. No ideas. So nothing they said to me in my AI training of this, which by the way, that's the paid for service, is that I tend to over move. So you don't move and slow down, you go over it and then try to come back. And that causes us a very good delay. And so it's rather better to be slow to get to it than to overreact. You see there, I overreacted. It'd be interesting to actually see a heat map of how I, per target, move towards it, because it's not a straight line. It's a bit of a dip. You can see there a bit of a wobble. There was a not too bad. So I think that's all about how the brain's trying to technically, I guess, do two things at the same time. I don't know. Whoop. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get you, you bastard. Oh, I thought that was pretty good. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I've ranked 1,124th in the world. Whoa. There's a lot of people on this planet, yo, so I think that's an absolute win. Right. We'll definitely get more exciting music for the next time we do this. Okay, these things usually tend to move, so let's check it out. I'm going for headshots. He says. This is a good one. I might want to practice this one often. Of course, now, the big thing is they're not shooting at me, and I'm not moving. But I think what it is, and I've said this in previous Aimlab videos, is that it's getting you used to confidently... Oh my goodness. Getting your mouse in there, getting your movements synced up. Because the problem with marathon is 5 minutes of nothing, and then all of a sudden there's 15 seconds of hardcoreness. And so your time to dial in your way of shooting is, yeah, it's not pretty good. But also in the stream coming up now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the feedback that people have given us. I'll talk about it, but long story short, asked a bunch of people good things that they think we should add to marathon. And yeah, one of them is a shooting range, and it's for exactly that point. All right, cool. Let's get on to the next one. Ooh, what do we do? What do we do? No ADS. Be cool if they just had a little thing that says no ADS. Now, I haven't even read what the screen says. If there's anything that even says no ADS. And of course, it's a moonshot. That's the reason why I use the moon skin. I'm sure I can get something funnier. Maybe I'll get that next level JJ logos in. That's not a bad idea. You know, though shooting a own brand is probably not the strat. This is quite comfy, actually. Let's see. Oh, just 8,219th on the world. on the planet, but that is to be expected. That is a very easy one to do. Okay, cool. Next task. Oh, damn. What's that about? Is it a grenade launcher? Oh, it's a laser. Of course it is. See, especially when I move far away. So I need to be better at slowing down as I get to the target. Yeah, see there? And that's just a bad habit I think I learned from a young age playing Quake 1. You tend to be like, especially the rocket launcher, you would move and fire before you stop moving. So basically, I would not be shooting where I stop, but I'd be shooting as I'm going towards the character. You know, that was one of the first games that I really learned how to shoot in, and rocket launcher was pretty much the strat. DM4 for those who ever wonder what an epic multiplayer deathmatch map was back in the day. It was actually Q1 is Quake 1, DM4 is deathmatch map for the frag pipe. Was it the frag pipe? Something like that. All right, cool. So what have we got next? Flick error. So you see, this is key for me to read. Let's read. Pay attention to your flicking error metric, which shows when your flicks land, overshoot, or stop before the target. Improving this involves quick, controlled flicks that decelerate you as you approach the target. Practice balancing speed with accuracy, especially on small or farther targets, to reduce overflicking and underflicking errors. Another key metric is click timing. Your reaction and execution time after reaching a target affects your overall speed. Duh. Thanks. So focus on confirming your placement before shooting and try to minimize the time spent waiting to shoot after reaching each target. Yeah, that comes with practice, I think. But you see, this is what I mean about Aimlab. Just really good insight. BT Dubs, 172nd on the planet in that one. All right. Oh, this thing's going to move like mad, isn't it? Okay, let's get that mouse pad ready to move. Damn, Rook. Stop moving. By the way, I think Rooks are awesome. But there's definitely a Rook hate club out there. Jeez. Kill. I wonder if you're just supposed to keep the button in. That's maybe my mistake. I was trying to be accurate on the click. So maybe laser ones are more just about painting the target. Cool. Okay, that definitely wasn't easy. All right. Not too bad. 455. Okay, we'll do this one as our last one. So, what is this? Do they move? No? Ooh. Trying to think about what they said, where I've got to be ready to shoot quicker, so it's a little bit faster. Yeah, you see. There's ideas. Overflick. I almost think it's easier without ideas. Be really cool, like maybe Bungie. Yo, Bungie! People are complaining the game's really hard. Maybe create a calibration. Oh my goodness. A collaboration with Aimlabs and create a marathon sweaty, training program, so people can go in and they can sort of, maybe you can have fake bots and fake runners and stuff like that, and yeah, check it out. Okay, team. So, like I said, I would have wanted to start this off a little bit sooner, but unfortunately, I have to get over to my mainstream. So, don't be shy if you want to come check that out. We are getting ranked in Marathon now, so we're just gonna have a bit of fun, see how it is, see if we can get a rank today. All right, hey, appreciate it as always. Stream Beats by Harris Heller, go check them out, and nextleveljj.com if you need any more info. We'll see you in a second. Ciao.